How's it? Today is Friday, May 12th. It is Big Friday. Last week I did 85 and 115 for 5 singles each. Front squat did 135 for 3 singles. This week is not much different. I'm going up 5 kilos and I'm capping my reps at each weight at 3. So just 9 total singles, top singles. We're going 90 snatch, 120 clean and jerk, 140 front squat. One thing I didn't do properly for my warm ups today was I used some straps. I don't know why. On the Fridays, I haven't been using straps for a long time, like probably since 2022. And for whatever reason, today I started using those straps. Because my head, I use straps for things that have more than one rep. And I guess I think if I'm doing any amount of hangs, so if I even have to one hang snatch, I'm putting my straps on because that boy kind of hard to hold. Um, but yeah, I realized this on like my second to last warm up. I was like, oh dude, I use straps for this whole set, this whole warm ups, and I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to be doing that. So when I went to from 80 to 85, 85 was the first weight that I used no straps, and then it was okay. Like I ended up making all my lifts. I'm not super sure if I'm happy necessarily about how I lifted today. 90 for 3 singles, I made all of them. I think I talked about it on Monday. As far as percentage makes, 90 should be very near 100%. So I power snatched that. I power snatched that shit on Monday. So going from the ground for full snatches should be no question, no issue. That's my last one with the straps, and then remember to not use my straps on this one. Yeah, I think my extension and kind of getting under the bar is a lot quicker than it has been in the past. I'm just trying my best to not use my arms as much, but I think that some of these are a little bit army. I am thinking about keeping my arms long. That's kind of the cue that I'm thinking about rather than bending my arms at the beginning. I'm also trying to keep my shoulders and my chest on top of the bar. So some of these things are a little bit difficult to do as far as this one is pretty good. As far as well, I think it's pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Um, but yeah, I think kind of keeping those like shoulders, chest on top of the bar while keeping my arms a little bit long are almost like they're walking in two directions at once, but not that difficult. Like if I keep my arms long, then at some point my chest is going to have to be behind the bar. But there's a happy medium, of course, between those two things. So I'm not trying to make my arms completely straight, and that would be like having actively extended arms. I don't know. I've delved deep into the rabbit hole here. Um, Moving to clean jerks here. My clean jerks were a little bit odd today. I think it was a similar situation for the snatches. I wasn't really. Oh, I hit my neck right there. I wasn't really thinking too much about what was going on. I kind of was just like getting through the reps here. I think is it 110 or 115? The way I clean 110 or 115, I almost smashed my foot. The way I clean 110 or 115 is kind of how I want things to look like. I think it was this one, 110, where I get to extension and then I'm able to have a differentiation between legs extending up and then my arms pulling down under. You'll see as I get to 120, it's a little bit more extended legs and then me pulling with my arms, and that arm pull is just continuously going. Like at the end of the day, I don't think that is necessarily wrong, but I think it limits my speed overall, and like timing wise, it's a little bit more uh, slow. Uh, Maybe not. Looking at that, maybe that's not a good way of explaining it, but I hope I know what I'm talking about when I watch this video back. You know, in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I just remember how 110 and 115 felt like, as far as point of extension and fixation. It was felt like I was just very quick under. Yeah, okay, this one you can see there. That arms kind of end up coming in a little bit early, and it means that I'm significantly below the bar at catch. And that has been kind of the downfall of my cleans in the last 6 months or so. Here's my last one. That was okay. That was a little bit better, I think, given what I had just painted a picture of. I hope. I don't know. I'm rambling. It's super late right now. But yeah, I mean, my jerks were all kind of wonky today. My left shoulder is a little bit tighter than I would like it to be. Went into my front squats after that. I think one thing that I was worried about a little bit, I think when I was starting to warm up, is my lower back on my right side has been kind of hurting. Um, Maybe hurting is the wrong word. It's been a little bit achy and a little bit sore and tight, and it was kind of the reason why I was a little bit nervous for Wednesday's squats. Ended up doing fine on squats, but twisting, twisting to my right, kind of is limited. It doesn't feel super great. I can twist a little bit more to my left, but um, I don't know if it is gonna get better with like passive ness, if that makes sense. Here's my first set at 140. Second one was even harder than that. Third one was the easiest one by far. Look at that, look at that. I'm trying to set my hips back, but sometimes it feels like I'm unable to push with my quads if I set my hips back. But, I mean, I just demonstrated the ability to do it there. I think when I get stuck, I have a tendency to sneak my hips forward so that the plane of movement is closer to being directly under the bar, like directly orthogonal to the um, the bar, I guess. That makes sense. After that, I moved into my pull-ups and my GHD sit-ups. I think we're gonna start tapering off for the coming weeks, so about 3 weeks and then 1 week of taper, or is it 2 weeks and then 1 week of taper? Like actual taper, like meet prep week, which is like going to openers and then last warm ups, second to last warm ups, that type of thing. That's usually the week of, unless you get sick. If you get sick, then throw all that shit out the window and cry like a little baby. That's what I did last month. But yeah, I am pretty excited to be lifting the way I'm lifting now. Today was not bad. I think it could always be better, but I feel accomplished today. But yeah, that will be all for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.